I absolutely love when these kind of black males say stuff like, oh, we don't date black women. No, hun, black women don't date you. Because let's just keep it a buck. Like, let's just keep it honest. The black males that act like they don't date black women are just the black males that black women have passed up on for years because something is wrong with them. Come on now. Black women don't date you. It's not the other way around.
Life is a journey, especially for us as black men trying to find identity and then find a place in the world that surrounds us. We're often looking for a place to call home. And in these times, it is very difficult at times to motivate yourself. But sometimes you can let the environment motivate you.
Nigcels. What is Nigcels? Nigcels, this is indisputable. There's no way you can argue against this. Nigcels is an overtly anti-black misandric term.
He ain't a millionaire though, but he got money. He got money, like, you know, he be putting in work, start talking, you know, like them Nigcels do.
Nigcels can only apply to black men. What they did was they took incel, which is involuntary celibate, right?
Y'all got a black woman therapist fired because she told motherfuckers that they need to go to therapy and rejoiced over her being fired.
Or someone who's not having sex involuntarily. Combined it with the N-word.
Men are fucking scary. And here's an example.
It created one word. So you take the nig, and then they took the nig out of the N-word and the cell out of incel and created a new word, nigcel.
You can see the word nigcel popping up around social media, even on Twitter, while you and your little nigcel bruhfriends are silent crying, nah. Or this reply to Coach Greg Adams, his entire account stank, pound nigcel. Or how about this reply to the gentleman gunned down by the young teenager, rest in piss, pound black men, pound toxic, pound misogynoir, pound protect black women, pound justice, pound Carisha Hood, pound nigcel. Here I come, grandma.
It opened my eyes. So what I've been doing since March 21st, 2000, look how long it is. So this is over a year. I've created a thread of all this is, and this is so, it's kind of scary and sad. That's why Hassan was like, yeah, you got to do this. So look at this thread, y'all. Remember how we said, if therapists are willing to say this online, what are they saying behind closed doors? Well, she's pretty famous, so some people know who she is. Well, because of who she is in the position she feel like she can say and do whatever she wants. Can you read that for me, Dr. Hassan?
My therapist once said, niggas ain't shit. I'm glad she didn't say it on the internet because I can't afford to lose her. And that's from Jamila Lemieux.
This is the next one. This one is like just devastating to the field of whatever their training is. That first sentence alone says enough that something needs to be done. Most black men are gone far beyond therapy. So what you doing? How are you a therapist publicly saying that black men are gone beyond, like, why are you, what's the reason of your profession of what you're doing if you are openly saying that you can't even help black men? Listen to this language. They need a reset on their existence.
Damn.
Listening to this conversation between Dr. Umar Johnson and Dr. Travis Harris, for the first time in a long time, I was speechless. But it also reminded me of the conversation that Dr. Umar had just a few months ago.
What I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. So and what else?
Listening to Dr. Umar Johnson's conversation with Dr. Travis Harris, I asked myself, where's this going? Not just a conversation about the black community or the table, but the black community as a whole. Many of us have long seen and known that there's not much we can do to save things because maybe things have just gone too far. And to hear the answer to someone like Kevin Samuels be someone like Miss Priscilla shows that the conversation is moving in such a way that if one side of the conversation is guys want women that are of a certain type, and then the conversation becomes men are not capable of love on the other, then it's just a conversation that's headed in a nowhere direction, if you ask me. And as for the motivation part, well, sometimes motivation is not necessarily that you're angry at someone. It's more as if you see that the bridge behind you has fallen into the river or it has burned to the ground, you have no other choice but to move forward. And for those that are coding or getting certifications or doing the things necessary to expand their options and look other places to start a family or find a new life, I would not just say that I applaud you. I would say maybe it might just be out of necessity. For men in the Black community that would be deemed Nigcels by a growing chorus of people on social media, the option is narrowing. Do you have a choice in trying to learn game and trying to chat up the same women that 15 minutes ago were calling you a Nigcel? Would you like to have a mistake with a pregnancy and raise a child for 20 years with a woman who would have thought of you as that before she met you? If you are thinking that that's a viable plan, maybe that's a smaller and smaller group of Black men, because quite simply, the Black community is in trouble and the direction that it's heading doesn't look like a very fruitful one. And so to participate in not just the dating, but in the continuation in terms of game and what it takes to get skins or to get women to give you attention sexually in this environment only furthers the destruction, unfortunately. Maybe the only path forward is separation, or better yet, a new start. Because what's going on now is not good for our future, the Black community's future, and the future of our children. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.